This is Dungeon Not Included, the actual play podcast for the adventurous listener.
Welcome to Dungeon Not Included. We are playing Runners in the Shadows, which I actually got right for once.
Whoa! Yay!
It only took you how many episodes?
Right. I think it's our 15th episode, 16th episode, somewhere around there.
I mean, traditionally, we only really learn the rules of the game properly in like the penultimate episode. So
That's correct.
This is actually really good for us.
Yeah. Well, we may actually wrap up the series next episode at this rate.
So you got your job last time. You're going to go to a broadcast station that's slightly outside the city limits and take it over for Punk Bunny.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Is it the same day? Because if it's not the same day, I got to roll to see what I am.
Right. I don't know. Were you planning on heading out the same day, or were you planning on waiting a little bit before you and doing some planning?
Here's an important question. Does anyone remember what I was last time? Because I don't.
Yes.
You were a dwarf woman.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I kind of love doing that still. Let's continue dwarf woman.
I do think we do need some time for planning, but we can say, like, I'm sure there are some times when you don't change overnight, and it's very weird and even more disorienting for times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, what do we really need a plan? Like, we should just go in and do what we're gonna do.
There couldn't be a better tagline for this entire podcast.
Do we really need a plan?
Do we really need a plan?
I mean, theoretically, how Runners in the Shadows is supposed to work is that we've come up with the plan and we reveal it as we do the thing that we're doing.
Right. You need to know what your approach is, what your initial role is going to be about.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think, what haven't we done? What approaches haven't we really played with?
Well, there's a list, right, Brennan?
Yeah, there is, and I'm looking it up right now.
Nice. How's my connection today, by the way?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I don't see a lot of lag right now, so
yeah,
that's great.
But also, like, sorry, Brennan, but we're not here to save your ass when you don't pull up the materials beforehand.
Oh, yes, you are.
I say, bring up my character sheet right now.
You haven't had to roll anything yet. You're fine, Rebel.
Okay, so we've got the different types of engagement are assault, do violence to a target, deception, lure, trick, or manipulate, social, negotiate, bargain, or persuade, stealth, access undetected, supernatural, engage a supernatural power, and transport, carry cargo, data, or people through danger.
I think we've done almost everything except for assault, and there was another one that stuck out to me.
Supernatural,
we did supernatural last.
We did that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't remember how exactly. We use magic to get into the
you're going to use your. Yeah. You did a. Yeah.
And the goal was the
ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall you using stealth, actually.
I don't think we have.
I think you've used deception.
Did we not use stealth when we tried to break into the meat? What is it? The meat junkies, whatever they were. We all dressed up in different. Like we all had different fake bio. Oh, that was social. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are a lot that are somewhat confusing. Like, I don't know if we didn't do necessarily a lot of supernatural stuff to get into cops, but it was definitely a supernatural mission. So that's what confused me, I think. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's do. So this is, stealth. What would be a fun stealth? What if there's like a corridor right underneath the radio station or something like that? Maybe we're trying to sneak in so that we're going to be like, we're going to take over without actually physically assaulting it at all.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. My first instinct when I heard stealth was Trojan horse. What's the radio station that we can climb inside?
Yeah, we're gonna leave a giant stack of records outside the radio station.
A giant pile of band T-shirts. Where are we gonna get those?
No, as a person who worked at a terrestrial radio station, it would have to be boxes and boxes of bumper stickers and band stickers. And just no one would blink an eye. They'd be like, "Yeah, all right, the next shipment's here."
Unfortunately, this is not a public radio station. This is a number station, so they're not going to take that.
So that's definitely Polly's suggestion. Is like, yeah, swag. We'll get boxes of swag. What's their call letters? What's their slogan?
This is a radio station. This is a number station.
Oh,
it does not play music.
Do we even know? Maybe they probably don't even have a staff, to be honest. They're barely staffed now. So maybe we just have to be like technicians going to check the tower, that the tower isn't overheating. That's a real thing. We're just technicians. That seems like deception, though, because we're...
Yeah, your main problem is going to be crossing the border.
Okay.
That is probably where the stealth will be.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's one of us must know a way across, but we have to be sneaky about it. Let's not go nuts with this. Yeah.
No, all you need to know is the point of access. Where are you going across? Probably not where there's a checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There is a fence, but those are easy to get through.
Yeah, you just need some wire cutters.
Yeah. All right. So
we've done sewer already, so I don't think we want to do.
That was a transport mission.
Mm-hmm.
It was a transport mission.
Yeah.
That was our first mission.
No.
Okay. You get to roll 3 dice for this. You do get an extra die because you do have an advantage in that no one is expecting you to go to this place. So it'll be 4 dice for engagement. This should be a real easy mission.
Who's going to roll it?
Right?
Who is going to roll it?
I will begin to share the screen. Rebel, would you like to do the honors?
Sure, I can roll for us. I can roll for my party.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Stalling to get the tab open, I see.
No, I was just making an amusing reference to the dice roller we use.
Got it.
The reason I use this one is it has clocks.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, 5.
5.
Like
all right,
that.
Next result. You're risking a lot when the action starts. So this is a risky action, but I think it's going to have a good effect, a decent effect, because all you're trying to do is get across the border.
Right.
They do have patrols out here, though, so you got to watch out on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
The people who live outside of Seattle definitely want to keep you all inside Seattle.
So is there like a wider world lore reason that we would know about why they want to keep us in Seattle?
Well, it's the people who live there are Native Americans who've taken their land back.
Good for them.
Plus, it's scummy people like you who try to get across the border all the time.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. It's not like we just want to like hack a numbers station. We don't want to bother them. You know?
But
We're one of the good ones. No, that's never a
That's
good
not
thing.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
What I'm saying is we're not here to bother them.
Right. And one of the problems that you'll have is there's a little bit of open ground between yourself and the station, which is forested because this is the Pacific Northwest. So lots of trees, lots of rain, and lots of supernatural critters live out in these areas.
Nice.
All right. So who's going to make the initial roll to sort of break you through the fence and get you onto the other side?
Well, that's a good question. I am a small person at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to be the best at getting people through.
I don't know. I could see a dwarf doing a little.
I guess my real question is like, what kind of role would this be? Like,
Well, it kind of depends on your approach.
Oh, good
If
question.
you're trying to do it quietly, I'd probably say something like finesse. If
I
you're
have
just
good
gonna
finesse.
bust your way through the fence, it would be wreck.
I think maybe then Jackie should do it because we're trying to be quiet. We're trying to be stealthy. So, and you have how many finesse do you have?
So we're going through the fence. Okay, I have 2 finesse.
Yeah, you're better than me, so you should definitely take this.
All right, so I'll have some sort of a cutting tool. In fact, I can do that, right? I can give myself since I'm lightly armored. I'm going to give myself mechanical tools on my sheet for that. So that's 2 of my spots, and Jackie is going to pull out some basically like laser cutters. And also have something so they can fuse it back shut once they're done. So I'm gonna do that. Now my roll is gonna be how many? I have 2 pips. So is that just 2 die?
It would just be 2 dice unless you want to push yourself or accept a dragon's deal. Or if
No, I think
somebody's gonna
this
help
is the
you.
beginning. If one of you wants to help me, that's fine. But for the most part, I figure it's literally the first thing we're doing for the mission. If it fails, that just gives us a fun complication to overcome.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree.
Thoughts? Anyone want to help?
So I have a question. Is like being a lookout like a survey role?
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. What about Polly?
I do not. I think I am actually pretty good at that. Hold on. Scrolling.
It's got 0 in it?
No, I have 1. I'm not bad.
Okay, I can just do the roll. And we'll just
Okay.
Just do the roll and
do
let's
that.
see what happens. Yeah. Oh, did you clear
Nice.
everything?
Yeah,
Being a
I'll put it
6.
back. 6.
That's a 6.
Yes, so that's good. That means that you are completely successful at sneaking up to the fence right after a patrol goes away, cutting your way through, reattaching it so that there's no evidence that you snuck through,
Mhm.
and then hurrying off into the woods.
Perfect. Since it's a great
All right.
success, I don't know if I can do this or not. Since it's a great success, I would like it to be that not only did I seal it up so it looks good, but I do it in such a way that it's also still very weak, so that if we need to get back through it, we can like just knock it over
Just knock
instead
it
of having
over
to
without
take out the toolkit
yeah.
and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make
like
it
I was gonna say maybe
standing but
like
brittle.
instead of instead of actually repairing it, you just make it look like it's repaired so that we can get back through when it's time.
Yeah, that's totally possible.
That way I don't have to do another roll later when we try and leave.
Right. No, that's always good to have an escape route.
Mm-hmm.
The problem when you clear everything, I believe, is that you cleared the pips on the
right. So I'm putting them back now.
Yeah, so now what you have to do is you have to select what you want to clear instead of hitting clear all.
Yeah, I'll put the last. No, they're all back. Okay.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay.
Because I was in there. All right. So, you're off in the woods now. What kind of survival skills do any of you have? Have you ever been in the woods before? No, I mean, have you ever been in the woods before?
Mongoose has literally never been in the woods.
Yeah. I mean, there are lots of fungus and things out here.
I feel like Jackie hasn't.
Yeah. No, you're urban as well, Jackie, huh?
No.
Yeah,
yes.
But see, Frankie, maybe with an sense roll, you could guide your way through the forest, the Stark Forest.
Yeah, I feel like I have enough of a mixed bag that I've done some time in the woods communing. It's all nature, baby.
There's lots of moist fungus in the woods.
Working it in. Yeah. So I am going to try to guide us through. And I would like to I've got 2 dice right now. I want to do something a little bit more interesting. Maybe a dragon's deal on this to find a great path. That seems like a little extreme at this point. No, it doesn't. Yeah, tell me something. What's in the wilderness outside of Seattle that makes it so dangerous for us city folks?
So there are all kinds of, like I said, supernatural critters, but of course the most dreaded is the mountain Sasquatch.
I 100% want to make some sort of dragon's deal involving the Sasquatch. 1000%, yes. So what happens as, stoned out of my mind, I'm guiding 2 extremely urban people through the wastes, and I need someone's support.
So I'm going to say you definitely are going to come across the nest of a Sasquatch out here.
Nest.
The question is whether or not you actually draw its attention.
So how does that framed in a dragon's deal?
You won't encounter a Sasquatch if you don't take this.
Okay.
And you know that they can probably pick up your scent even if you pass them by.
So it's hard for me to understand how that is successful, right? Because my point is I'm trying to avoid obstacles. So it would be that this obstacle is less than just, is it just not gonna, you know what I mean? Like
it's going to be different than a failure in that you won't guaranteed to have a hostile Sasquatch on your hands. You will possibly have attracted the attention of a
okay, and then we will play to find out what that is. Got it. Yeah, I want that deal. So that's an extra die, correct?
Yep.
And let me share that again so we could have the suspense of rolling. Did I ever tell you that I really, really enjoyed the $1 million, the Bionic Man, and his relationship with the Sasquatch? Okay. Oh. Wow! It's not loaded. Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
6.
Ooh, a 6.
Nice.
Very nice. Yes. So you using your sense, you're reaching out to the mycelium network that's all under the ground and in the trees and everything around you. The roots of these fungus are everywhere. So to your magical senses, the woods looks as bright as day as you're walking through it.
Love it.
And you're guiding these folks through this rainy, dark woods where they can't see anything with unerring accuracy.
I love that. That's so cool.
But yes, you do stumble across a Sasquatch nest. The Sasquatch is not in it at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I make note of it, and if at all possible, I want some of the more psychedelic mushrooms to start growing near the nest, because I think Sasquatch would make a wonderful convert to the church. Well, we'll put a pin in that.
We'll put a pin in that. All right.
So if you are not familiar with the woods or the Sasquatch, would you recognize a Sasquatch nest as being a nest?
Yes.
Like, you know that this is a nest.
It's all the hair that you see,
God.
like all around in the nest. Yeah.
You know that smell? Very much
smell.
like my smell. It's they call them skunk ape for a reason.
That's right.
These things just live like air. Like you don't. Ow! How do they do that?
Well, free love, first of all. They're very, very open. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. Is really at peace with nature.
I think I am not getting your English phrases again. Free love?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just let it all hang out. Whatever happens, They raise their young in a community. It's just really it is a good way to live.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, when we swing back on the way home, maybe we'll meet up with the Sasquatch and we'll roll the dice. Let's see how it goes.
I do not know if I want to meet with a wild animal.
Honestly, I don't even know if they want to meet with us.
Yeah, so maybe no on the meeting with the Sasquatch.
Yeah, well, we'll put a pin in it. We'll see what happens when we're in the mood for on the way home. Things change, We'll see. I'm gonna put that down as a maybe.
Continue towards the radio station.
Yeah,
and as you continue, you're some distance away from the nest when you hear the howl of a wild Sasquatch behind you.
Yes.
But the station itself, small concrete building with a big tower on it, appears.
So do we run now with the howling?
Oh, it's far away. It's fine. It probably won't bother us until we're on our way back.
That doesn't sound very far.
Well, I mean, it's not very far. They've got big feet. I mean, they're gonna get up. They're gonna catch up. But we're okay for the rest of the mission, I think. Plus, you really want to be in a concrete building rather than out in the open when it comes after us. If it's, depends on how it reacted to the mushrooms.
When it comes, did you say mushrooms?
Yes, these are.
Did you put mushrooms there?
I did not put anything anywhere.
I do not.
Things grow, man. I don't make it happen.
You encourage it, which is basically the same thing.
I definitely encourage it. Yes. But let's go. We're fine. Graucom 2 will not get to us for at least.
Graucom 2.
Who is this Graucom?
Graucom too. I already named our friend.
What? I do not.
It's based on an old podcast I used to listen to. It came on cassette tape, which, as we've discussed, is not actually cassette tapes. It's a much more advanced medium.
You and your cassette tapes. I do not.
I start going through band shirts. I'm like, I think I have a giveaway from them.
Go.
Oh,
You will lift up your shirt and it just says, "Oh fuck, it's Dracula." Like the next one,
right? I was about to pull up the next one and it doesn't. I was like, all right, well, let's go.
Vampire.
I'm sure that "Oh Fuck It's Dracula" is a band in this world. So
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great band name. Let's be real. So.
all right. So yeah, this little concrete building appears. There's a light right outside the door, above the door to it, that is on. But otherwise, there is no sign of habitation. It's one of those big, bright outdoor.
Yeah.
Does it have an electronic lock?
It does.
I'm gonna hack it.
Okay.
Do it.
All right, here we go.
Hack away.
I got a 4.
All right. So you managed to hack the lock. The problem is that it's been out here for a long time, this lock. And so it is old and there's crud building up inside. And when you hack it open, it gets stuck in the open position.
So this means that we can go in, but we will not be keeping anything out.
Yeah.
It also means that once we leave, they'll know that we were here. Well, if
That
anybody
is-
comes and visits it.
That I am not so worried about, because it is possible that the lock could just break on its own. I'm not worried about the wild animals that are literally everywhere.
I heard one right now. Yeah. Yeah, it could be a problem. Well, maybe one of us should guard the door.
Giant Sasquatch.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one of us can guard the door depending on what it looks like inside. I mean, we're still better off in there with one door to guard than out here with literally nothing.
I should go in case there are any safeguards on the computer.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Graucom 2 has the move jerry rig, so I'm pretty sure that they could take care of that if we need them to.
Too. They just kick it with their big foot. That's
Love that. It's like Fonzie, but hairier.
I don't think that Welcome 2 is going to help us, though.
Yeah, well, again, it depends on what he got into with that mushroom patch. But let's find out. All right, you want to go in? How big is this building? Like, how many people can fit inside, sort of thing?
You can all fit inside it. It's not very big, though.
Okay.
It's probably 15 by 15.
Oh, good. That's actually good, because this isn't like probably something else. We don't know how deep it goes underground, so who knows? Let's go inside and find out. You want to go in first, Mongoose?
I can certainly do so, and I can probably talk our way through any things that may happen.
Okay. First thing that you see when you open the door is that this is basically just one room.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of equipment in here, all whirring and humming and running on its own, but there doesn't appear to be any person inside. There does appear to be a security camera, which turns towards the door as you open it.
Is there a way to avoid the security camera?
Yeah, or like a prowl roll would do.
Okay, I will.
So here's an idea. Do we see the camera before it sees us? Do we see it enough time to duck away?
That's what we're going to determine with this roll.
Okay, because my thought is if this does have an opportunity to see any of us, we should let it see me, and I'll go destroy it. Because I won't look the same on camera tomorrow.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Who's got prowl and is going to do this roll?
I think Mongoose is doing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe somebody else. If somebody else has a higher prowl than 1,
Nope.
they
one.
could do it.
I just got 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since we
Everybody's
declared
got
you
one.
first,
Anybody want to? I mean, do you want to push yourself on this then? We're just going to roll 1 die and see how it goes.
I'll push myself because it's kind of important that we don't gather more heat than we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's already pretty hot. All right, rolling.
Yeah.
And a 3.
3. Oh boy.
Even with the extra die.
So yeah, you duck back, but you are pretty sure the camera caught you.
Shit.
there's a chance that camera is just on a loop back and forth, and we were very unlucky. We could delete the footage, but we're going to have to go in now.
See if we can delete the footage. It may not be possible from here.
Right.
Depending on where the feed goes.
Is the camera still following us and like tracking us, or no?
Well, you can't tell really because you have ducked out of the way of the door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Jackie, you could go in since seeing
you
being is not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're gonna know that we were here anyway because of the door, right?
Yeah, unless we could fix that, but I doubt it.
Because I can just go smash this camera and not have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already seen me. I mean, people are gonna know we're here anyway. At least they won't see what we do once we're here.
Yes, let's see if there is a way to erase the footage, and if that is not an option, then we can smash the camera.
All right. So I'll just stroll in at this point. So my tiny dwarf self like meanders inside and starts looking for computers. I think that Jackie is not computer savvy at all. So they're just going to keep yelling back to Mongoose for advice on what to do. All right. So, okay, I'm looking at this,
so
and
the
there's a
camera
little paper clip that says, oh, camera's tracking me. Okay. There's a paper clip that's saying you seem to be wanting to do anything. What should you do? I don't know what to do here.
Clip is an asshole. Ignore him. Ignore it.
Okay.
Just distract the
said,
camera and let Mongoose go in and do the computer work.
Distract the camera. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was to say, like, how do I get to like stay on me without noticing Mongoose?
I presume that would be another prowl roll on my part, or.
Well, could it be something that I can do to distract? I mean, could I? Yeah. Like my big thing's I can fight the camera.
You can fight the camera.
I have a consort. I have no consort. I have command and influence. Can I influence it to make it? Can I use influence and just like be making so much of a racket that the whole thing, the camera's just on me, and while it's on me, they can try and sneak through. Is that?
You can try that. Yes, that's going to be a desperate roll.
Okay. What does that mean again? If it's desperate, that if I does it affect the dice number?
Nope. It means that if you fail, though, bad things are going to happen.
Sure, love that. All right, 1 die then coming up for my influence roll here.
just smash the camera.
I've been saying that for a bit. I'll use fight right now and punch this camera.
Well, honestly, no. Don't let me influence you. Whichever one you want to do. If you really do want to just smash the camera, that makes sense. I don't know why we're exhausting.
Well, here's the important question here, Frank. Did you in game say, "Hey,
definitely.
distract the camera"? If that was in game, then that's what. That's what I want to know.
Would I have said distract the camera?
Was that Polly? If Polly said, "Hey, distract the camera so Mongoose can do it," that's what Jackie's gonna do. Because Jackie doesn't know how to deal with the computer. I'm
gonna actually be fine. I'm gonna say that in the background. Both things. I'm like, distract the camera. No, smash it. No. Use dwarf powers. Is the ground level? Is there secret doors? Are there secret doors in there? That's elves.
Oh, here's a question. How high up is the camera?
It's up in the corner of the room. It's actually, you'd have to climb up on the...
It's a 15 foot tall, 15 foot worms. You said 15 foot walls, right? Yeah, I'm distracting it because I'm a dwarf and I can't reach it. So there we go.
What kind of pole? Do you have a knife?
That's a 1.
Oh,
that's a 1.
Oh my
Nice.
I love this.
There's a computer screen that like whirs up, and an avatar appears on the screen.
Oh my god!
So what kind of avatar does this hacker have?
One of the Navi.
One of the Navi. Yes, an avatar.
No. Get that out of my podcast.
Oh man.
Oh man. And the avatar speaks, and it comes over the speakers in the room, and it says, I can see you. I don't know what you're doing in my station, but you better leave now.
We need to hide from a Sasquatch.
Or what? I keep dancing.
That's not, yeah.
Doing a Fortnite dance or something, yeah.
Flossing.
We need to hide from a Sasquatch. Please.
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please, we need to hide from this Sasquatch that's screaming at us.
Yeah, there is another howl, and it is closer.
Oh. See, I'm being genuine.
Mongoose does not Mongoose like pulls. I don't know if Polly's still outside, or did we all come in?
I think you were still outside.
I'm probably still in the doorway, like inches away from being inside, but yeah.
Mongoose yanks the door open, shoves Polly in, and pulls the door in after them because fuck it if she's gonna die from a Sasquatch.
There's a whirring sound as the door latches behind you.
They wouldn't have known anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly.
Jackie stops dancing.
Yeah, and then the avatar says, "Who are you and what do you want?"
I am not dying from being killed by a fucking Sasquatch.
She has said that many times in the last hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's have a influence check.
Yeah.
Yes, I will definitely do an influence check. Let me just delete my last roll.
Last disastrous roll.
Hey, listen, makes for good podcasting.
I would like to
only
help.
risky, I think. It's not desperate because it
Okay.
is fairly credible.
Mm-hmm. You wanted to help, Polly?
Yeah, I'll help. I'm not taking lead on this slide because I'm not very convincing. But
Mhm.
yeah, we need shelter from the Sasquatch storm.
Okay. To help, you need to mark off one edge.
Okay.
I don't know if that's this game or another game that I'm thinking of, but I'm going to roll with it anyway. So
Yeah, that works.
Whatever.
All right, you have my aid.
Go ahead and roll it. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, there's
not
some
either.
weird lag going on today.
Well,
With
there's
the-
something up with Roll for Your Party because
Yeah.
I'm getting serious lag on that, but not from anything else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I'll roll my dice and we'll see if yours show up.
Oh, there they go.
Hey,
Well, I got a 6. I think the
You're
fact
purple?
that yeah.
yeah. Doesn't
think
that mean I thought helping would just give you an extra die anyway?
It does just give you an extra die.
Yeah, so you would have just rolled
I'm
more.
sorry. I'll roll another one.
Yeah. I like that I know definitively that I did nothing to help.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, that one was you.
Yep.
No, but I feel like the reason I got a 6 is because while Mongoose is trying to give an excuse for why they're there so they don't get in trouble,
They are legitimately
genuinely
terrified of a Sasquatch.
She's
Mhm.
never been outside of a city. She grew up in a fucking corpo paradise. Like, this is her first encounter with nature, and already she's scared of
I hate
dying.
it. Kill it. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would anyone want to live here?
All right. So, yeah, that works.
Mhm.
He does not do anything else, whoever is behind this avatar that's on the screen. The person says, that doesn't explain why you're out here in the middle of the woods.
Fuck if I know. Ask that one. And Mongoose nods to Polly. Yes. Because
Oh.
she's noticed that Polly has been out in the woods before, so they would probably be the best one to come up with an excuse.
Oh, well, you know how you sometimes need to commune with nature? Hmm? You know what I mean? Tripping balls. We've been tripping balls, and I think we got a little far away from their comfort zone. I'm cool. I'm totally cool. What is this place, anyways? It's very boxy.
Says, it's just, it's not really any of your business. I'll let you shelter here from the Sasquatch until daylight.
Cool. Thanks.
But I am going to be keeping an eye on you. Don't touch anything.
Right.
That's fine. I don't. Jesus, this is terrifying.
Mm.
Why did I agree to this?
Can we remain on the floor? Because we can't, like, touching nothing isn't really an option for us.
Yeah, stay on the floor.
Okay, all right, good. Everyone, I've secured us safe passage on the floor of this mysterious concrete bunker in the middle of nowhere. We're good. Thank you.
Yeah, you do notice that the floor is covered in metal grates.
No?
Mongoose is going to slap Polly on the shoulder and say, God, you're such an idiot. Why did I follow you? And then move away from them to get a little bit closer to the computer. Not touching the computer, but getting closer to it. Under the premise of being angry at Polly.
Yeah. All right. After like maybe an hour of this, if we,
Mhm.
as long as nobody else is like, as long
Yeah,
as
well,
we're
you
cool
do
just
hear
wait.
some like scratching and snuffling at the door around then.
Okay.
Oh
All right,
my
cool.
god.
Getting a little nervous. I'm gonna roll a blunt.
Nice.
And it is an incredibly smoky, sticky blunt that maybe
Roll
is
for
going to
blunt.
give a roll for
Roll
blunts.
for blunt.
That's a whole other website. That's a whole other website that I'm hoping will also cause a little bit of a distraction so that Mongoose can do what Mongoose do.
Yeah.
You want to pass this blunt, Jackie? Back and forth recklessly, making a lot of smoke.
Yes, Jackie absolutely does, and I feel like Jackie is very excited because the last time we tried this, like Jackie was in a very different form that was much bigger and in no way did it like hit the same, and she thinks that
Nice.
because she's tiny, it might hit a little better. So
Good.
she, yeah, she's very
Dwarves are
excited.
resistant to poison, though. So
No,
That's even better. That's even better.
none of my
They
stuff is
think that
poison.
they are in fact, yeah. Jackie thinks that they are in fact going to be much more stoned, but their metabolism just eats it, and they're fine.
all right. So Mongoose, you can use this opportunity to try to prowl to the computer.
I will do so.
This would be a good place. What's your prowl, Mongoose, again? 1?
1.
This is a good time to take edge, give you an extra die. I'm doing drugs in the corner to give you a little bit of a. All right.
And I will also take edge to push myself so I can get from.
Okay.
Give me just a second to mark down that edge. And let me make sure all this shit is clear. 3 dice. Go. It's 5.
All right.
What a success.
Mhm. Yeah, as they blow clouds, like Mongoose is pacing and paces closer and closer to the computer and finally sort of tries to sit down in resignation in a way that she is not visible to the camera but still can reach up like a hand to get at the computer.
Sure. I'm going to say that you have a very small window of opportunity to do this, and that it's going to be a desperate action because
That's
of your
fair.
complication.
Yeah.
The camera is like panning towards you as you're trying to do this.
Right. So I think I'm going to push myself one more time just so I can get do the thing that we need to do.
Yeah.
With this interface roll to just sort of plug in the USB, get it in there, and get it out before the camera can see it. Right?
Yeah.
Great. Here goes nothing. Oh my god! 2 3 for 1.
Okay. So one of the things you can do when you fail is you can resist the consequences.
Right.
So the consequences to this are that you are all going to get made by this guy. He's running facial recognition software on you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You know what? You keep bad company. It's these two and always a random person.
Right, and a random person.
Why can't these two keep a team? It's weird.
Mm-hmm. I do want to resist this, and how I would like to resist this is so for the way the computer is set up, is it like on a table is it
It's
like
built
in
into the machinery in here.
the machinery, like heavy machinery?
Yeah, like big racks of servers and all kinds of things.
So I think what I want to do is I want to start a fake argument with Polly, and sort of like stomp over to them so that the download can start without this person noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't get it in fast enough for them not to pan the camera towards me, but maybe I can move the camera away by acting.
Okay.
Right?
So this will be a resistance on your intuition.
Okay. Which is good because it's like my best stat.
Is it?
Intuition, I have. Oh, wait, intuition?
Yeah.
No, that would be just a 1 then.
Yeah, it's 1 die.
Sorry, I thought you meant willpower.
Nope.
So, 1 die.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray that this works. It's a big fat 1.
Okay, so that means that you're going to take some edge.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Let me get up to the resistance rolls part of the document.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie and Polly are getting buzzed for nothing.
They're always
Definitely, I'm getting buzzed. I'm not even getting buzzed.
Actually,
Okay.
I do. You know what? I think you. It probably does affect Jackie, but not in any negative. No hangover or anything. No after effects. Right? The poisonous part. Or else, why would dwarves drink? Not for the flavor.
That's fair.
I assume dwarves drink more heavily because they have a higher tolerance. Right? So it's not that dwarves don't get anything out of beer, but they need more beer to get something out of it because of their poison resistance.
Endless amount of beer.
Okay, so here's the deal. You can get this stuff loaded up, but this guy's going to notice.
Yeah.
He's also, because you failed this roll, he's going to make you, he's going to figure out who you are.
Right. So why was this an interface and not a willpower? I guess is my question. Just because the initial roll was interface?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, willpower is consequences from mental strain or resolve. Intuition is consequences from deception or surprise.
Oh, that's weird because all of the deception.
Since skills are in willpower, I know it is a little hard. That's what the rules say.
Well, your rules are. They don't do what I want them to do. So.
All right. You go and start a fake argument with Polly, and then the screen starts to flicker with the avatar on it as Punk Bunny's program begins to execute.
Hell yeah.
And he is like, "Oh, no, you didn't." And he presses something, and then the floor becomes electrified.
Shit.
Oof.
Is there anywhere that is safe from this shit?
You can try to find a place with finesse to avoid this.
All right.
Are we all doing finesse rolls?
Yeah,
then? Is
you
that how
should
this
all
is
do a
working?
finesse roll.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna take it.
You're just gonna take it.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's a 3.
Okay.
And when you don't have any,
Two
it's you roll
finesse, come up.
2.
You roll 2 and take
And
the
you take the
worst.
lowest.
Yes.
Yeah. All
I got a
right.
5.
Nice.
We probably need to be maybe a third person sharing just so that. Oh well, okay, 3.
3. So that's not going to help.
Yeah.
3 is a failure.
Yeah. I'm just glad that I got 2 3s because it would have been take the lowest.
Polly and Mongoose, neither one of you get off the floor in time. Jackie, you managed to jump up onto the one of the consoles and cling to it to avoid being electrocuted.
Mm-hmm.
But you are slowly slipping down off of it. I'm going to say you took a little bit of electrical damage before you got there.
Okay.
Everybody can choose to resist with body.
Okay.
The harm that you have. Oh, by the way, you should have marked 2 edge because of your failure on your previous resistance roll.
That's fine. Mm-hmm. If I resist again, will I take more edge?
You will if you fail.
Then I don't think I'm going to resist because I'm almost maxed out.
Okay. You can check off armor as a gear to reduce this also, because everybody's going to take 3 harm from this, except for Jackie, who's going to take 2.
Yeah, I think I will check off armor because I guess so my logic for that is we're going into the woods and I've never been in the woods and I assume we would be mauled by animals.
Yeah.
Good one.
And you have an armor that is essentially redirecting some of that electrical force around your body, electrical charge.
Yeah.
As opposed to going through you.
Yeah, it's taking off some of the electricity, yeah. So then it would be 2 harm?
Yeah.
How do you resist with body again?
You roll so the first column in the body section will tell you how many dice you roll.
Yeah. And how does it affect? I rolled a 1 and a 4, I believe. Yeah.
So a 4 is a success, which means it's going to reduce your harm by 1.
Okay.
And
all right.
Let me just make sure that you don't have to take any edge for that.
So I have a question. When you say 2 harm, do you mean we fill in the 2 boxes in the 1 column, or we fill in 1 box and 1 and 1 box and 2?
Good question.
Oh, I see how this works. You lose edge equal to your 6 minus your resistance roll.
So
you'll lose 2 edge, Polly.
Okay.
And how much would you have lost then, Mongoose?
5, so I'm traumatized?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't have resisted if I knew that.
Well, you didn't resist.
No, I mean, I wouldn't have rolled a resistance roll.
Yeah, that's fine. Just take the 2 because I was wrong.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with the consequences. I just
Jackie, did you resist with body?
I did not. I was thinking I'm gonna just take. Well, wait. If I take 2, then I'm at. What does it do? Am I traumatized? What does that mean?
No, it
minus 1 die.
Injured. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. If I resist with body, can I come out worse than just taking it?
You can take a lot of edge, possibly.
Oh, I have a full edge bar though, untouched.
Then you don't need to worry about it as much.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll roll body. So I have one full column complete, and then I have 2 pips into the second column. So how many dice do I get to roll?
You're gonna be rolling 4 dice for this. It's the number
4,
of dice in the first column. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, then I'm gonna roll 4 here, and I should have cleared it. Shit, I'm gonna clear it and do it again. I have no idea which of those numbers are mine.
Tell what you rolled. Yeah.
Yeah. There's 6 orange die on my screen. So let's try that again.
Nope.
4.
We'll have to
rebuild our clock again.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's right. 5. So you're going to take 1 edge.
1 edge, and then I'm also, if it's cool with you, I know you said that I'm slipping because I got shocked. I would actually like to use 1 edge to use autonomic to ignore pain and not be slipping.
Nice.
Yeah,
so I'm going to use 2. So 2 edge have been used then, and I am not slipping. I am perfectly balanced on top of this console.
All right.
So is it 2 harm in the 1 row, or
just in the first row? You can take 2 harm. You can take 2 instances of 2 harm. That's why there's 2 boxes there.
Got it.
I'm only taking the 1, right? Because I started with only taking 2 because I rolled the 5 originally.
I think
and I resisted one of them.
That is correct. You're only taking 1.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
All right. Well, this is we've reached 9 o'clock, so it's time to end our stream. This is a good place to end it, I think, right on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. All right. Who is the mysterious creep?
Is Punk Bunny's program executes and the guy's avatar blinks out.
Nice. Oh, I love that. That's really cool. All right. I wonder who this creeper is. Is out there with an electrified unmanned radio station, which is also a great band name. So
unmanned radio station.
Electrified unmanned
radio station.
Cool. All right. Goodbye, everybody. You get to watch here our new end credits, which are actually our old end credits. Probably shouldn't have called attention to it, but I'm proud of this very simple thing I did. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at non-productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer, Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.